Looks like Tamar Braxton allegedly lied about that affair with Men-decees, because based on what's coming up now, courtesy of Funky Dineva, there was actually an affair, and those two allegedly even possibly got intimate the night she lost her teeth.
Do y'all want to know why I did not get out the car and go upstairs with Tamar when we got back to her house? Because after her and Men-decees got through kissing in the back of that goddamn car, I figured they wanted to be up there privately. That is why when we got dropped off at Tamar's house, I did not go upstairs. I got in my damn car and went home because you was sitting on his lap in that goddamn Uber and y'all was kissing.
Oof, I never expected that much tea to be spilled. But now, the question people are asking is whether Tamar also set up Mendecess as part of her PR stunt. Honey, if word on the street is anything to go by, allegedly, Yandy Smith definitely thinks it was a setup. You know what? Let's just get right into it. Okay, so remember when Funky Dineva said that he was protecting Tamar when they had that fight a few weeks ago? It all started when Tamar opened up about a terrifying scare, saying she woke up covered in blood with a broken nose, several missing teeth, and difficulty moving after a night out. She called it a life-changing ordeal, explaining that even speaking had been painful, and she asked fans to pray for her as she continued to recover physically and mentally.
See, Tamar was with Funky before her accident, and when it happened, for whatever reason, people thought that he was involved and that he wanted to unalive Tamar. And I don't know for a fact if he tried to reach Tamar privately to ask her to address the backlash, but before we knew it, Funky Dineva was on Instagram and a live stream saying he felt betrayed and used as collateral damage in what he suspected was a PR ploy by Tamar. At the time, he vaguely referred to Tamar as that lady and insisted he had no idea what happened to her. He also claimed that after their time at V12, they met up with a group of friends to continue the night out, but he went home alone and did not accompany her afterward.
I know he did something. That's why you gotta watch the friends you keep. He did. Somebody up there knows. At first, it was cute. It was just a few little comments. Big deal. I've weathered far worse storms. Then all of a sudden, it started growing legs. When I logged on to do my show, there was 7,000 people sitting in the hallway waiting. The entire chat said, Tamar, tell us what happened to Tamar. Tell us what you did to Tamar. Tamar, you know what we want to talk about. He want to talk about everything except Tamar.
Funky had also said that he learned about Tamar's severe injuries through social media, just like everyone else, and that she never shared the extent of her condition with him. He also said he knows Tamar often reads the comments to see what people are saying about her and her music, so he's almost certain she saw the slander against him, and he shared that he was upset that she never spoke up to defend him against people accusing him of hurting her. Funky also almost spilled the tea on the real reason why the promo for her music project dropped early, but instead of spilling the tea, he just said, and even in this moment, I still don't have the heart to do it to you. Even in this moment, I'm still protecting you. All I'm asking is that you make it right. Well, because Tamar continues to drag Funky and make him look like a bad friend, it looks like homeboy has gone like, to hell with the protecting. I'ma spill everything. Everything. And boy, he did not hold back. First of all, he said that Tamar didn't throw him any party and that the night was never about him. Apparently, Tamar and her friends were just looking for a place to eat, and he believes she created this narrative that she was trying to be a good friend and was wronged to gain sympathy. In fact, he said that the main agenda of the night was for Tamar to hang out with Men-decees publicly without raising any suspicion, because the truth is they were actually secretly making out. Apparently, he was uncomfortable with the relationship between Tamar and Men-decees, and he alleged that he witnessed Tamar and Men-decees kissing in the back of that goddamn car, and that Tamar was sitting on his lap in that goddamn Uber. He also claimed that she would walk around in booty shorts, sitting on the man's lap, even when cameras weren't around. Then he claimed he did not go upstairs at Tamar's house because he found the kissing between her and Men-decees in the car to be uncomfortable. He even spilled that the reason Tamar's music video, where she and Men-decees played love interests, was released so early was actually to cover up their very intimate romantic situationship. Funky then suggests that Men-decees and his friend are the only ones who know the truth about Tamar's injuries, including her missing teeth, because the last people who were with Tamar and went upstairs with her were Men-decees and his best friend.
Anybody know who happened and what happened to your damn teeth? It's Men-decees and his best friend, because they was the ones who went upstairs with you. Now, I don't know whether they was fucking your ass from the back and ran your head through the headboard or what, okay? But if anybody need to be investigated on what happened to you in your damn teeth, it need to be Men-decees and his friend, because that's who went upstairs with you.
However, if I recall correctly, Tamar had stated she woke up in a pool of blood with missing teeth, did not know what happened, and that doctors concluded it was a sleepwalking episode. And she also stated she was alone. Alone. But clearly, if you ask Funky, she was never alone. In fact, Tamar herself contradicted herself in a recent interview, where she said she was with a friend who offered to call an ambulance. Chilly? Funky also challenged Tamar's claim of almost dying and waking up in a pool of blood, citing her interview where she said she refused to call an ambulance and basically called her a pathological liar.
You know what? It's possible that Funky is saying the truth with regards to Men-decees and Tamar being all lovey-dovey, because remember, before this so-called accident, Tamar was reportedly spotted at Atlanta's V12 Lounge, and word on the street is that she and Men-decees were a little too friendly that night. And then she was spotted again with Men-decees at Regis Hotel Bar, and based on what was said, they were pretty loved up. There's even a source who said, "I was on the phone with my wifey yesterday when she said, 'Do you want some hot tea?' I replied, 'Of course,' as I grabbed my tea. She then told me I was at Regis Hotel Bar and Tamar was there. At first she was sitting with two guys, but then Men-decees walked in and went over to her table. The two guys got up and left, and from that point on, Tamar and Men-decees were cuddling the rest of the night." She also mentioned that she sees Tamar there often and that Tamar tends to be quite drunk. Now, I know that some of y'all may judge Funky for being messy and putting Tamar's business out there like that. But to be honest, when Tamar got into an accident, he was being accused of some pretty heinous things, such as possibly slipping something in Tamar's drink and giving it to her, and not being concerned about her well-being and calling her that lady. People said he was being a messy sissy running to the internet to tell the goings-on of the night, despite the fact that Tamar revealed she was injured first. In addition, he said that he was also accused of clout chasing, trying to sacrifice Tamar to join the Illuminati, stealing Miss Evelyn's identity and collecting her Social Security benefits, vandalizing Tamar's vehicle, and stealing Tamar's laptop with unreleased music on its hard drive. And all these accusations were just pissing him off. At the time, Tamar had multiple opportunities to defend Funky, but she did not, and now what Funky is basically saying is that Tamar needed to keep the truth about that night hidden, which is that there was actually an affair between her and Men-decees. And now people are saying that she is doing the exact same thing she did to Funky to Men-decees, letting him take the fall for the mess. Well, as far as Yandy is concerned, we know she has a history of defending Men-decees, and based on reports, she is doing the same thing now. Remember when Jasmine Blue accused Men-decees of cheating on Yandy, and then alleged that the woman having the affair was scared to come forward? Jasmine's friend, Erica Racine, also asserted that Yandy was letting someone creep with her husband, and the two got into a heated confrontation. Jasmine and her friend Erica ended up outside with Yandy and Men-decees, where Erica addressed Yandy, accusing her of standing by while Men-decees cheated, and he quickly shut her down, saying, "Why are you talking?" Erica then repeated his words back to him and then said, "First of all, you done screwed everybody in the whole of Atlanta, and everybody knows it." During the heated altercation, Yandy stepped in, placing herself between Erica and her husband and clocking her for addressing Men-decees. She was like, "You not gonna talk to him like that," and Erica didn't hesitate to respond. "But I am, and what are you going to do?" And after some yelling, Erica claimed Yandy hit her in the face. Baby Yandy doesn't play, and I totally see how some people would be asking if she's the one who knocked those teeth out. Anywho, allegedly, Yandy is not about to let Men-decees be thrown under the bus, and I get how this looks on her as well. I mean, honestly, if any of this is true, then Men-decees' participation in a promotional video with Tamar for their alleged affair was unacceptable and disrespectful to his wife. Well, Tamar also released a statement denying everything, saying, "This summer, I poured my heart into Heartbreak Retrograde, a project that includes a 6-song EP and a short film. Seeing it reach #1 on the One Tunes R&B charts and top 20 overall has meant the world to me and my team. Your support has been incredible. That's why it's been especially painful to watch a hurtful and completely untrue rumor spread online this week, accusing me of having an inappropriate relationship with my male co-star. Let me be clear, this is a lie. It's sad that the moment you achieve
something meaningful, some people choose to respond with gossip and sensationalism. These rumors don't just touch me, they touch our families, our kids, our loved ones, the people who never asked to be dragged into nonsense. I had hoped by now we'd see better from those who claim to report responsibly and love our people. As for me, I'm letting my lawyers take it from here. I'm staying focused on what I love, creating, storytelling, and making music and films that matter. If you haven't heard Heartbreak Retrograde yet, I hope you'll give it a listen. And thank you again for lifting us so high on the charts. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe Funky has receipts that are going to prove Tamar is lying again. Or maybe he's the one lying. I don't know. But what I do know is that the drama is far from over. Y'all wait until Yandy actually gets involved, and it's gonna be crazy. Meanwhile, let me know whether you believe Funky in the comments section below.